Okay, everybody, little bit of a serious video, not really. Um, so I plan to continue making more of these random, just madness videos, observations, and I decided kind of like as I was making the second one, as I was writing it, maybe I'm like, I should just incorporate a drink into it. Just whatever it may be, a drink, a snack, or a meal. And I figured kill two birds with one stone. Make a second video and then just like incorporate new recipes and stuff that I find uh, directly into that second video. And these videos will likely come before the actual video. So in a way, like if you watch this video, then you go to watch the second video, you'll be able to drink what we just made along with me in that second video. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut over here to see what we're making. So after several technical difficulties and me using the bathroom, I realized I haven't even come up with a name for any of this. So I just came up with, I don't know, the nutted and coked up keto protein shake. It's supposed to mimic the Smoothie King Keto Champ chocolate. I don't know how accurate it is. It's still really good chocolate shake, but I'm gonna run you through the basis of what you need to make it. So if you're gonna make it like how I wanna make it, you're gonna wanna use this stuff first. So I got the Cocoa Pebbles protein powder, the from, what is this brand called? Dimetize, ISO 100, I don't know, I think that's just the line. So I got this, and then I'm going to use as like the liquid, just vanilla almond, unsweetened almond milk. You can get whatever milk you want to use for this, but for keto reasons, I'm using almond, and then obviously almond butter. So this will do 50% of the work for you in terms of the flavoring, but I know that not everybody's protein powder, whether it be chocolate or any other flavor, tastes as good as this does. So if you have like a cheaper, or not a cheaper, but a more basic protein powder, you can use whatever protein powder you have, and then this and this. You want to make sure that the cocoa powder is like the unsweetened, like when we actually think of like cocoa powder, not like Ovaltine, because that's high in sugar. Stevia is good for you. There's other artificial sweeteners, but stevia is the go-to for pretty much anything really, and it doesn't have that aftertaste when you make the smoothie. I know stevia has an aftertaste when you put in a lot of things, not when you make this, because the almond butter and or the protein powder will kind of cancel that out. If you're doing keto, it's all about ingesting fat, you know, like obviously healthy fats, but about ingesting fat, and all of these before the almond butter, not very much fat content in here. So the almond butter is there to balance you out, to make sure you're not, you know, to build more towards what you're actually trying to do. So I have a blender. Literally doesn't matter what blender it is. You can get, I want a NutriBullet. I feel like that would make my life a lot easier to get one of the NutriBullets, but I've had this in my family for like years. It's never failed us. In fact, the only thing that's wrong with it is this lid. The order in which I would do this is the milk first. I'd throw about 2 cups worth of it. And then you're gonna wanna get some ice, so I'm gonna go put some ice in this real quick. Boom. So now you're gonna wanna put in your protein powder flavor mix, whatever you wanna call it. Like I said, this is my favorite. This does 50% of the work in terms of flavor for you. So like this, it says 8 to 6 ounces. So, for every 8 to 6 ounces of liquid you're using, put a scoop in. I'm probably gonna do a little bit under that because I don't need that much protein right now. I only do about a scoop and a half of the protein mix. That is just expensive, so I try to like cut where I can. So 1, and that's roughly a half. There we go. All right, and then now it's for the almond butter. So people may be wondering, like, for keto wise, like how do you know that something's good for keto? So I'll explain. So on any label, it's gonna say, you know, carbs is around 7 grams. Now that's high, like per serving. That sounds high-ish, But the thing is, what saves us is the fiber. So the fiber count, like, it's still technically a carbohydrate, but it's not one that we process the same way. It's not gonna kick us out of ketosis. It's our saving grace, essentially. You're gonna want around 2 tablespoons. Now, if you're like me, I don't really, because this has a decent amount of fat content in it, I'm not too worried about how much you put in here, but you know, you're still ingesting carbs. Like, it's still like 3 carbs in here. And if you're eating like 2 to 3 meals a day that are consistent and you're not like on a workout day, I would say just go with the 2 tablespoons. But you can obviously use more. So after you're done putting all your crap in there, just go ahead, put the lid on, and you want to turn it on. I usually just pulse it a few times to kind of get everything circulated real quick. And then I just press whatever button you feel like. Now that you've made it, just pour it into whatever glass you want. For display and fun purposes, I'm using this glass, this beer glass that I bought from Walmart. And pour it in. That was actually oddly satisfying. And then you have yourself the nutted and coked up keto protein shake. I hope you enjoyed this slightly less insane version of me while I go and explain my dietary BS to you. Could use some more almond butter, but I'm not too worried about that.